Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another process through which we can merge two shapes on a canvas. Although there is nothing as such a typical method that we can use for merge process, instead of that we have to set the coordinates in a way that it looks like that we have one shape inside another. Okay. So basically in this session we will create a rectangle, and in that rectangle we will add one more triangle. Okay. So by the end of this session, like, you will be able to understand how we can draw a normal rectangle in which we have another triangle. Okay. But before we start the discussion, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because this entire playlist is in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being we are just focusing on what? We are just focusing on how we can create a shape inside another shape. Okay. But prior to that, yes, we discussed how to draw a simple line, how to draw a rectangle, how to draw a triangle, circle, trapezoid, and many other shapes, right? So this session is in the continuation of the same. Now, if we talk about the code is straightforward. Here you can see we have one title in the head section and heading in the body part, where title is showing Sharmit and heading is showing HTML by Sharmit. Now if I save it and refresh my browser, so you will see that we have printed this thing which is HTML by Sharmit. Okay. Now from here we will start the actual topic, and let me put the heading for this. So I'll write simply H2. Okay. Here I will write process to draw triangle inside a rectangle, okay, on canvas. So this is our main topic. Now you can save it and refresh your browser. So after the refresh, you will see that HTML by Sharmit is the main heading, and subheading is process to draw triangle inside a rectangle on canvas. So as we are talking about canvas, so firstly we need to create a canvas. So let's create the canvas. So here I will set few things like ID, because this is something that we will use for creating the image or for connecting the script with it. So I specified the ID as canvas1. You can select any name, but make sure that you are specifying the same thing in the script as well, because this is the thing through which we will decide like where to draw the things. Okay. Then we will set the width. Here I will set the width as 600 pixel. Then we'll set height. In height we will mention maybe 300 pixels. Yeah, 300 pixels. Now you save it and refresh it. Nothing showing. Why? Because we have not specified the style. So here I'll set the border, where we will mention 5 pixel, solid black. Okay. Now you can save it and refresh it. So after a refresh, you will see that one canvas is added. Please make sure that and please make it very clear that this is not the shape which we are going to design. This is a canvas. For example, if you want to draw something, so this is just a sheet or a kind of paper where you will draw it, but this is not an actual shape. Okay. So don't get confused that this is the triangle. This is not the triangle. This is just a simple sheet where we will draw the triangle, and in that triangle we will draw a rectangle, and in rectangle we will write the triangle, draw the triangle. So this is not the actual, not triangle, not the actual rectangle, but a actual sheet or canvas where we will draw the things. Okay. So let's draw the things now. So for that I'll add the script here. So I'll write simply script. In this script, firstly we will connect the script with elements. So for that I'll write var c, where we will mention like get element. Before that we need to mention document dot get element by ID. Here we will mention what? Canvas 1. Okay. So what it will do now, it will connect your canvas with this script. Then we will mention the context. So for context we will write ctx. Here we will mention the next thing, which is ctx, not ctx, c dot. Now we will make as context, so get context. So which context? We are going to use the 2D context. Okay, so basically this line is telling that we are going to use method which we will use for creating the 2D shape, like line, circle, rectangle, or two-dimensional shapes. Okay, remember one thing, entire JavaScript is case sensitive. So if I am writing something with a small case, you have to write it in a small case. If I am writing something in a capital case, you have to write it in that way. That means if I am writing get element by ID with small g, capital E, capital B, and capital I, so you are also supposed to do the same. In case by mistakenly if you provide here instead of small g you provided capital G, then it would not work. Okay, that's clear? Fine. So what we did so far, we just created a canvas and connected that canvas with a script. Now what we will do, we will start the drawing. So to start the drawing, although it is optional, but still I would recommend to keep this thing every time when you are defining the things. I'll also tell you like why it is needful. So we will mention here ctx.begin, begin, beginPath. Okay, so what this will do, it will it will tell the browser that we are going to create a new image or a new path. Okay, after that we will use one comment line. So in JavaScript we are supposed to use / for the comment line, and here we will mention define rectangle. Okay, so now we will define the rectangle. So for that I will write ctx.moveTo. So what this moveTo will do, it will set the starting point, okay, from where we are going to create it. So I'll write moveTo. Then we will write ctx.lineTo 180, 20. Then we will write ctx.line2. Here we will mention 180 and 100. And now some of you might be thinking like how I am getting this figure, because I have practiced it and I know like where to write what. But in your case, like you can try with the same coordinates, and then you can try to customize the things as per your need. Okay, because these are the coordinates that we have to decide our own, right, as per the shape. If you are creating rectangle, you will decide it as per rectangle. If you are drawing triangle, you will decide according to the triangle. Clear? So we set the starting point, then we set the 180 and 20, then 180 and 100, and now we will write here ctx dot line2 20 and 100, so like this. And after that we will set the endpoint. So to set the endpoint we will write here like this, ctx dot line2, and here we will mention 20, 20. Okay, so this is the one thing. So will it show the rectangle right now? No, it will not show. Why? Because we have not set the stroke. So let's write here ctx.stroke, because this is the only thing that actually draw the things. So the first, like these things only set the points, like where to draw, but this ctx.stroke will draw that. Okay, so I'll write stroke, save it and refresh it. So you can see now this rectangle is the actual shape. Outer is the canvas and inner one is the actual shape. Now in this rectangle we will draw what? We will draw the triangle. So to define the triangle, let's set the coordinate quickly. Define a triangle. Here we will write ctx dot moveTo, and remember, like for this second image we don't need to specify this again. Okay, you just need to specify this only one time. So ctx.moveTo 100, 20. Then we will write here ctx dot line2. Here we will mention 180, 100. Again I am deciding the things because I have practiced it and I know where to draw the triangle. So I'm just directly putting these numbers. You can also try with the same coordinates, and then you can customize it as per your requirement. Okay, so we set the starting point, which is 120. Then we set the line to first coordinate, second coordinate. Now it's time to set the next thing, which is 20 and 100. So CTX line 2. So firstly we set what, 120, then 100 and 180 and 100, then 20 and 100, and this time we will pass the ending point. So line 2 would be 120. Clear? Now you can save it and just refresh it. After saving it, go to browser and refresh your browser. So you can see the triangle is coming here perfectly. Okay, so this was the exact requirement of the session, like to draw the rectangle in a triangle in a rectangle, and we are done with it. Clear? So I hope this process is clear. Now if you want to set some color to it, the border, so you can write it like this: stroke style. Stroke style would be red. Okay, and then you can save it and refresh it. So you can see the stroke color is red. Similarly, if you want to make it as okay, so now let's say if you want to fill the things, so what you can do, we can write here fill style. I think not fill style, it's it should be let me check. Yes, actually it is I was correct, like it was fill style. Okay, so we will mention here fill style, and here I will mention the color as red, not red because border is also red, so let's make it as blue. Then save it, and save. After the save you can write refresh. Oh okay, we missed to add fill, so here we will mention ctx.fill. Now you can save it and refresh your browser. So after a refresh, you will see that shape has been filled with blue color and a border is coming as red. Okay, so this is how we can draw a rectangle inside a we can draw a triangle in a rectangle. I hope this session is clear to all of you. And today's question is like how we can set the endpoint for a rectangle. Please do share your knowledge in the comment section for this question, and those who will provide the consistent correct answer will be spotlighted in the upcoming session. So yeah, that's all for today. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.